Hello guys, welcome to another camera sample, and this time I'm recording on the CubeThinker i35, which is a pretty impressive laptop. It's got some flaws, but I will talk more about this later. So first, camera. This is a 2 megapixel unit, but it looks quite decent in my opinion. It is a bit grainy because lighting conditions aren't too good in here. But quality is totally okay, I would say. It's recording in 720p at 30 fps. On the preview there is a little bit of a lag in the video. I don't know if this will be the same in the final video, we will see. But picture quality is totally okay and actually much better than on pretty much every other Chinese laptop or tablet PC. So audio quality, this laptop boasts two microphones, so it has stereo microphones right next to the camera above the screen. And they do sound really decent. I did some sample recordings already with the Windows voice recording app, and I have been surprised because they sound just as good as the microphones inside my MacBook Pro, which is outstanding considering the price range. So really good microphones in here. You can do semi-professional recordings with it, no issue. Yeah, pretty decent performance there. So I said that this laptop is kind of amazing because it boasts a lot of stuff at an awesome price tag. Right now it's priced around 560 euros at Gearbest or $600. And for that you get a lot, and it's a real competitor to the Xiaomi Mi Notebook Air or even the Surface Book according to some. Of course the specs aren't totally the same, but price performance is kind of decent. You get a full metal unibody design, a huge trackpad with embedded fingerprint scanner, a powerful Core M3 7x30 SoC. You get a USB Type-C port with HDMI out. Charging unfortunately doesn't work on my unit. Some reviewers say it does, but I just can't get it to work. I bought a new charger now to finally make sure if this is just my bad or if there's really something wrong on my unit or if it doesn't support it at all and reviewers are just lying. I don't know, we will see. Anyway, what's great as well is the screen. It boasts the same display as the Microsoft Surface Book, so it's a 3K by 2K display. That's an insane resolution, and we already know this resolution from the Chubi 13. But actually, this Core M processor inside this laptop can handle this resolution, so there are no performance issues. It's very smooth, really nice performance. And the screen just looks gorgeous. Colors do pop, it's very bright, very sharp, and it's fully laminated with the screen glass, so not this ugly gap in between. And what's great as well is that even the digitizer is the very same as in the Microsoft Surface Book. So you can actually use the Microsoft Surface Pen for this with pressure sensitivity and everything, and the touch panel of it is really accurate. Really sensitive, very precise. It's just a pleasure to use. But it also has some downsides. It's not this totally amazing laptop that most other reviewers out there claim it to be. It's definitely not. It has some flaws. But you also have to consider the price tag. So one of the biggest flaws is battery life. Some reviewers claim that you can get up to 7 hours of battery life with the CubeThinker i35, and that's just total bullshit. You can get this when you turn screen brightness down to a minimum and really don't do anything in a laptop. Just let it sit there with the screen on and no applications running. Yes, then you will get 7 hours of screen on time. But when you actually use it for work, how I do it with my review devices, this is not possible. You only get between 3 to 4 hours of battery life. It really depends on what you are doing, how many apps you run, and of course the screen brightness itself. So yeah, battery life is below mediocre on this thing, and what's annoying as well is the keyboard. Basically it's a great keyboard. Typing feels okay, tactile feedback is a little mushy, but overall quality of the keyboard is great, there's no flex to it and that stuff. But what's totally annoying is that it isn't reliable. When you are typing, you often get those double characters appearing on the screen, and it sometimes also skips entered characters. Well, sometimes it's not really sometimes, it's quite often actually. And I mean, you can work with it, but it limits the fun a lot. I typed a whole review on it now, and sometimes I went nuts with this keyboard. So keyboard could be great, but it isn't due to these flaws. And what I also kind of dislike is the touchpad. Again, it's basically great. It has a huge touch surface, and it's very precise. It is a precision trackpad, so you can use all the Windows gestures. But it's kind of loose. It rattles when I tap away on it. I don't know if you can hear this. It just doesn't sit in place tightly, and that kind of limits the fun and precision a bit when the thing is moving around when you're working on it in tiny precise movements. Yeah, that's probably complaining at a very high level, but it also limits the fun a little bit. And one more flaw it has are the USB ports. It is supposed to have two USB 3.0 ports, which one is on the left and one on the right side. And the left USB 3.0 port works just fine. It reaches full speeds. It delivers enough power for external hard drives and stuff. But the right USB 3.0 port is fake. It's a USB 2.0 port. You only reach USB 2.0 speeds on it. And it also isn't powerful enough to drive external 2.5-inch hard drives without a power supply. So what about the Type-C port? I already told you that I'm not able to charge it with the Type-C port. We will see if this stays like this or if the new power supply works. But what's a fact is that also the USB Type-C port doesn't support power delivery from the device onto an external USB Type-C device. So if I attach some USB Type-C hub there and try to run a 2.5-inch hard drive on it, this does not work. There's not enough power. You need an external power supply for that. But at least the USB Type-C port reaches the full speeds it's supposed to offer. So this almost was a little review for you guys. So just to make that clear, this thing is a bargain. You get a lot of stuff for your money. Alone the 256 GB SSD and 8 GB of RAM are much better than on the Xiaomi Mi Notebook Air. But it has some flaws. Those reviewers who say it's a perfect laptop, it doesn't have any flaws, they're simply lying to you. It has flaws, quite significant ones actually. As I said, it doesn't make the laptop unusable, but it limits the fun a bit. So yes, would I buy this? Totally. For the price tag, especially reduced, I wouldn't pay the full price tag. It's, I think, 680 euros or something. That's a bit expensive. But if you can get it reduced at GearBest for the 560, 580 euros, that's totally okay. I would buy it for this amount of cash, no worries. So yeah, my 2 cents on the Jumper EasyBook. Sorry, I said Jumper EasyBook. I mean the Cube Thinker i35, and of course the camera sample. That's it. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.